Okay, so this is the new scope outline. Section 1A, intentional torts. Torts to the person. Assault. And assault just means they're all intentional torts, which means you intended to put someone in apprehension of fear, and they're actually aware of it. So it's the intent to cause them apprehension or fear, and there have to be awareness. Battery, it's just an unlawful, it's an unconsensual touching. It's a harmful or offensive. It means you intended to cause them harm, or you intended to touch them in a way which they did not consent. And battery, one of the big ways that battery does get tested is if you have one doctor perform the surgery, but somebody else. I consented to this doctor. I didn't consent to that doctor. So that would be battery. False imprisonment, intentionally confining somebody to a bounded area. You can also confine them by taking their keys or preventing them from any reasonable ways of moving. Transferred intent. Transferred intent applies to every intentional tort except for two. Doesn't apply to conversion just because of a historical accident, and it also doesn't apply to intentional infliction of emotional distress. And I'll explain why right now. IIED, two elements. You have to have extreme and outrageous conduct and severe emotional distress. Those are the type of damages. You have to intend to inflict emotional harm on the person, or you can also do it through a third party, meaning that let's say that you love your dog, and I know you love your dog, and I threaten to hurt your dog, or I do something to your dog that I know is going to cause you severe emotional distress, because I'm intending to cause you harm, I can hurt your animal. So you don't need transferred intent, because transferred intent only applies from person to person, but by hurting your animal, I'm actually intending to cause you emotional harm. That's why IED isn't a transferred intent tort. Okay, that's section 1A.